Hey PT, we're going to be using TikTok as an educational platform. Meaning I'm just going to save the videos and use the green screen effect because I think it's really cool. So throughout history, we know that art has been used to communicate messages. And we've been pretty good at transcribing what these messages actually mean. For instance, cave paintings. The earliest cave painting dates back to 40,000 years. We can assume that they generally depict some type of symbolic or spiritual meaning, based off of the subjects at hand, which was mainly animals and handprints. Skip ahead a little, 5,300 years ago, we have hieroglyphs. We generally do understand, though there's a lot of words and phrases that we just don't have a meaning for because they just don't exist in our modern language at all. Then we have this. It's called the Voynich manuscript, and cryptologists hate her because we don't understand anything. And most of the illustrations in it have no variation to an earthly variety. So it's an unknown script, an unknown alphabet, cool drawings that make really no sense, all appearing to relate to the natural world though, making it one of Earth's biggest mysteries. So for your assignment, we're going to be using the Voynich manuscript as inspiration to create our own natural art books. Your art books can have botanical, zoological, entomological, etc. specimen in them. The only condition is that all of the pieces have to be modeled off of things that you find and collect in your own environment. And by collect, I mean take photos of, to then use as references for your botanical pieces. So we're going to be talking about what we're doing this week, part 1 of our botanical natural art books. So you guys know all of these steps are already included in the lesson plan. We're just going to go over them. So step 1 is to take a minimum of 12 to 15 reference photos of the wildlife in your area. Ideally take up-close images because you want to have a lot of detail when you're drawing. Make sure you have at least 5 separate specimens recorded out of your 12 to 15 images. If you can't go outside, that's okay, just let the teacher know. After you have your 12 to 15 images, you're going to take any piece of standard notebook paper and create compositional thumbnails for references. You should have a minimum of 15 compositional thumbnails. So even if you only take 12 photos, you still need to have the 15 thumbnails. Just make more than one thumbnail for one of the pictures. After you're done with your thumbnail, choose at least 5 separate specimens out of those that you would like to use for your botanical art book. You can put a check mark by them or circle the ones that you want to use so you don't get confused. Then you're going to go on to identifyplantnet.org and upload the reference photos that you chose to identify the plant. It's having technical difficulties right now, even though I was using it 5 minutes ago. You can just upload stuff to this bar right here, and then it'll take you to a page that looks like this. You can identify it, explore it, learn to see if it's invasive or not. So write down the name and take 2 notes about your plant for later. And if you decide to do a bird, fish, insect, animal, reptile, or bug, there's an equivalent to this website called animaltoolpie.com. You upload your picture here. After you click browse, hit online identify animal, and it tells you what it is. It's a robin. Yay! So once you have all of the items that you need for this week, you're going to upload your reference photos, pictures of compositional thumbnails, and specimen information into one Google document utilizing this template. You're going to put the name of your specimen, 2 facts about your specimen minimum, reference photos, minimum of 12 to 15, and then thumbnails, a minimum of 15 thumbnails. You can set this part up fancy, and this will be helpful for next week when we're going to be using these materials to create our natural art books. Make sure you check the lesson plan because there's an example of what a sample template is supposed to look like. Stay safe. If you can't go outside, again, just let Mrs. Crystalite know and we can make accommodations based off of your needs.